Who is the next wave of pass rushers at Notre Dame? This is one question, two analysts, 3 minutes with Irish Illustrated. I'm Tim Priester with Tim O'Malley. And Tim, Notre Dame loses a big wave of pass rushers. Julian Okwara, Khalid Kareem, who was more than just a pass rusher, a complete defensive end, strong side defensive end. And Jameer Jones, who came in and did a nice job after Dalen Hayes suffered the injury. So I think there's the assumption that, okay, there's a bunch of guys here and they're going to be really, really good at this again. But there is a transition. Nice to know, though, that you certainly have some personnel that you're happy to choose from.
Yeah, I think the lead part of the next wave is the holdovers. You lose Jameer Jones because Dalen Hayes got hurt. But if Dalen Hayes comes back, I don't put him in the edge rushing one-on-one capacity at all of Julian Okwara, and maybe not even of Jameer Jones last year, but Dalen Hayes, when he's involved in that pass rush as part of a quartet, really makes a difference the way he pushes the pocket, can move inside and out. And then, of course, fifth-year senior Ade Ogundeji. I've been high on the guy for 3 years. Anyone that has their breakout game against Clemson is okay in my book. And he's just going to have to, of course, be able to handle 600 snaps rather than what he was getting behind Khalid Kareem.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Ade Ogundeji, and now he's the man. Now he's the main pass rusher. And really, what you said about Dalen Hayes, in a lot of respects, he kind of is like a strong side defensive end. Where that was something Mike Elston talked about in December prior to the Clemson game about just the difference that he makes for his teammates. He's not a pure pass rusher per se, so that's where Isaiah Foskey comes in a little bit more, who will likely prove to be a more pure pass rusher. And Ogundeji now is the man heading into the season, so he gets a little bit more attention than he normally did. With those other guys out there, Julian Okwara certainly needed a lot of attention as well.
Right, and I want to see like MTA, Myron Tagovailoa Amosa, and Jason Adamiola. They make plays in that nickel. Really, only one of them, I would guess, is going to stay in that nickel role or work in that nickel role. It's probably just going to be whoever. I've always favored Adamiola. It seems like MTA has won that job in the past, but I like that 3 defensive end, 1 defensive tackle look in the nickel. I think they can still be very successful with that. Look, Khalid Kareem was relentless, and Julian Okwara in 2018 was the best they've had since Tuck coming off the edge. But I still think they will have a top-level pass rush, and I know you are very high on the athlete that has to translate to a player in Obi Ogofu.
Yeah, I was just going to say Obi Ogofu. I mean, this is a guy that we saw what he can do athletically. Now, let's see how it translates as a pass rusher. But I think we've seen enough of that in practice that he's a pretty natural fit for there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they use Hayes, because he may be a guy that they push back inside, which they've done before. And then do you have Foskey on the field? Do you have a Gofu? Do you somehow get those two on the field together and put Ogundeji inside, which they did in the bowl game or in the Stanford game in particular? So there are some options there. Jordan Botello, the freshman, is an option as well, but it's a little bit crowded. And then the other strong side defensive end that we think, how many snaps did you think Justin Adamiola is going to get this year?
I mean, I think he moves up to the 300 range from the 25 range.
Unless they, they're flexible with a Gofu, on the Viper side, and push Ogundeji in, and then to put 2 Vipers on the field, one at strong side, one at the Viper spot. So it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see a lot of that this fall in August.
And the final guy, and this might not be nickel because he might have different responsibilities, is the best athlete out there. Well, on the front 7, the best athlete is on the back 7. Apologies to Mr. Hamilton, but Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah can get off the edge quickly in non-third down situations when he's just Clark Lee can send him at any point.
That's one question, 2 analysts, 3 minutes on Irish Illustrated.